Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to show you how I contour and highlight. Contour and highlighting has always been talked about in the beauty industry, and one of the biggest inspirations for everybody is how to get that Kim Kardashian contour. She always looks great and her contour and highlight is always on point. So I'm going to show you a high-end version and also a drugstore version. So if you guys would like to learn how I contour and highlight, then just keep on watching. First thing you will need is a primer. I'm using NYX Angel Veil and the Benefit Professional. I'm going to begin with the left side of my face with the Benefit Professional and the right side of my face with the Angel Veil. So I'm going to begin with the Angel Veil. I'm going to be applying this with my fingers. You can use a brush or either your fingers. I personally just love using my fingers. Priming our face is very important. Not only is it going to give us a smooth canvas to work on, but it's also going to help us minimize our pores. Once we're done applying our primer, we're going to move on to foundation. I'm going to be using the NYX HD foundation and the Makeup Forever HD foundation. And I'm going to start out with the NYX one. I'm going to pour a little bit in the back of my hand and use a beauty blender to start blending it into my skin. You want to go ahead and press into your skin rather than dragging your foundation all over your face. So make sure you're doing pressing motions onto your skin. Using a beauty blender is key to contour and highlighting. Not only does it give you a flawless finish, but it would also apply the right amount of foundation. Now with the new beauty blender and my Makeup HD Forever foundation, I'm going to do the same by applying a little on the back of my hand and applying it onto my skin with pressing motions again. Once we're done with that, we're going to move on to my NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour Kit and also my Anastasia Contour Kit. In both palettes, I am in the tone medium and I'm going to begin by using my NYX Contour Kit. I'm going to begin by grabbing my brush and dipping it into the yellow shade. You want to begin by applying this right underneath your eye in a triangle shape. Next, you want to apply this down the bridge of your nose, your cupid's bow, your chin, and right underneath our cheekbone. Lastly, we want to fan it up into our forehead. Now grabbing our corrector, I'm going to be taking this darker shade, and it has to be 2 shades darker than your actual skin tone. You want to apply this right underneath your cheekbone from the start of your ear and finish 1 inch away from your mouth. Then you want to apply this on the sides of your forehead and into your forehead, also the sides of your nose. And if you like, you could also apply this on your chin area. Now taking my Anastasia Cream Contour Kit, I'm going to take the banana shade and repeat the same steps that I did on my right side. Now to contour, I'm going to be mixing these 2 shades together and repeat the same steps that I did on my right side. Okay, so far this is how my face looks before I start blending in my highlight and my contour. Another option that you could also do is contour right underneath your jawline, but I feel like I don't have to do that. I feel like it's unnecessary for my face, but that's another step you could also do. Now we're going to take our beauty blender and using the pointy side, we're going to begin by blending in our highlight. You want to avoid getting your highlight into your contour lines, but you just want to use pressing motions once again. Now I'm going to take my other beauty blender and start blending in the high-end version. I find that the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit is a little bit more drier, so for this what I recommend is by the way that you're applying your cream contour, you want to start blending it out and not wait for it to sit on your face. For the purpose of the video, I did make sure that my beauty blender was extra damp just to blend it out. Now to blend out your contour, I highly recommend investing in this brush. This is the Sigma Small Dual Fiber, which is the F55, and I find that it's the most easiest thing to blend out your contour. Now the key to blending out your contour is to blend it upwards and also in little small circular motions. You don't want your contour whatsoever being dragged down, because if not, it's going to start looking really muddy. Also, another important thing is that you have to take your time blending this out. It doesn't take me 30 seconds, nor does it take me 5 minutes to blend out my contour. It actually takes me a very long process. But although contour and highlighting is very obvious already to the face, you don't want it looking super unreal. So just take your time blending this out. Trust me, sometimes you might get frustrated. You're thinking, when am I ever going to be finished? But just take your time. You really want to make sure that your contour is very well blended out. Once I'm done blending my contour, whatever I have remaining on my brush, I like to bring this down onto my jawline. Now for my nose area, I like to take a small fluffy brush, and this is actually a blending brush for your eyes. I like to use this because it really gets precise into your nose and blends it out flawlessly. Next, you want to take a little bit of your contour and apply this right underneath your lip and then start blending it out. Next, you want to set everything. So I'm going to be taking my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette and the Anastasia Contour Palette. First, taking the yellow shade from my NYX Contour and Highlight Pro Palette, I'm going to begin by setting everywhere where I have highlighted for upset one area, and that is right underneath our cheekbone. And you guys will see in a minute why. Now taking the banana shade from my Anastasia Contour Kit, I'm going to begin by setting everywhere I have highlighted on my left side of my face. And the same thing, we're going to wait off on setting right underneath our cheekbone. Now going back to my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette, I'm going to mix these two shades together and start setting my contour. And now grabbing Java from the Anastasia Contour Kit, I'm going to begin setting my contour on my left side of my face. Now taking a fluffy blending brush, we're going to begin by setting our contour on our nose. Once you're done setting everything, as you guys can see, it looks really harsh. So the next thing you want to do is grab a big stippling brush and you want to start blending everything out. And as you can already tell, it makes a huge difference once it's all blended out. It's very important to blend it out since you want it to look much more softer. You don't want any harsh lines whatsoever. Next, you want to take your highlighting shade again and you want to begin setting right underneath your cheekbone. This is really going to make our cheekbone pop up and make our contour line much more visible. And then once again, you want to grab your stippling brush and just blend away. After we're done with that, we're going to move on to our blush. I'm going to be using this Milani blush and then also this Tarte blush. I'm going to start with the Milani blush. I'm going to begin by placing this on the apples of my cheeks, blending it up into my hairline. Now taking the Tarte blush, I'm going to begin by doing the same by placing this on the apples of my cheeks, sweeping it up into my hairline. After you're done with that, you want to grab your stippling brush again and start blending everything out so it looks much more softer. And once you're done blending that out, we are all done with our contour and highlight. I really hope you guys found this video really helpful, and if you did, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comment sections if you guys like the drugstore and high-end versions of videos. And with that, my loves, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!